Canvas. So
Thanks.
you and future students will have access. Okay, so first things first, I believe that Analytic may use Edge now, but we just stick with Chrome because it was always Chrome that it was on. So on Chrome, go to cdmp.info. That's DAMA International's portal for purchasing exams. On this portal, you will see that as of January, we've got over 10,000 associate people, 705 practitioners, and 237 masters. The fellow is the honorary, so you don't have to worry about that. Then you go down to About Exams. In your own time, you can actually read more about certification. They've got the information I told you in the beginning of the course about the certification levels. Frequency asked questions is useful, and they keep adding to it because this process can become complicated and there are lots of questions. So you may want to read through that as well. When you have you've passed 3 exams at the master level, you need to upload your data CV here to get verified to be a master. Then they'll give you a master badge and master certificate. This actually costs you $50. If your CDMP is expired, they've got the maintenance program here. You don't have to rewrite. You never have to rewrite. The next time we may have to rewrite is when version 3 comes out, but I'm not sure about that either. And then, okay, so we're going to be booking an exam. Go to About Exams and click on Book an Exam. There's a whole lot of stuff about booking for another person and in-person exams, which we are not attending. We're doing online. English, the exams are in English only, and ESL have an extra 20 minutes. So you go to Data Management Fundamentals exam. When you are ready to do specialists, this is where you buy them. And each specialist exam has a standard version, which is 90 minutes for 100 questions, and an ESL version for 110 minutes for 100 questions. So click on the required exam for you. Don't worry about the practice exam. You will get it along with your exam. It's free with the exam purchase. I'm not sure why they even put that there. So most of you are eligible for the ESL version. So click on that and it adds it to your cart.
Do you have to prove this or?
No, you don't have to prove it. So it's added it to my cart, and this here is where you need to drop your coupon code. So are you all at this point where you can drop your coupon code and click apply? And what will happen then is you will find that your cart goes to 0. Everyone there? Then click proceed to checkout. If you don't have a coupon code and you're paying for yourself, you will at this point have your credit card able to take $311. Okay, this is very important here. New exam enrollment policy. Okay, so you've got 12 months to do your exam. Yes?
I got a message saying coupon limit has been exceeded.
Oh. Okay, Craig.
Limit has been reached. Please try again after some time or contact them for help.
All right. If that's happened, let me have a look at it once we finish this. Is everybody else, has anyone else got this problem?
I don't even see a section to put the coupon in. Oh,
Okay,
click here to enter your coupon code. Sorry.
There we go, coupon code.
I'll tell you if I'm having the problem.
Okay, let me see if anyone else has a problem.
No, I'm good.
Are you good? And it made it 0, your cart?
Yes.
Okay, Craig, I'll as soon as we finish the recording, I'll get onto you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Where was I? Proceed to checkout. So because I didn't have a coupon code, I've got credit card details, which you will, if you're paying for yourself, you will be using. You put in your first name, your last name. These are, I think they're collecting too much information, but anyway, these are all compulsory. Here, this email address, super, super, super important. Your personal email address. Give them your personal email address because this is your certification journey. And if in a few years' time you decide to change jobs, and your certification has to travel with you. So if you use your work email here, it just means that they're going to have to change it. It's going to be another step of admin that you have to add. Personal email address. Your first name and your last name must be your first name and last name, which you would like to have on your certification certificate. So that's also important. That's going to go on your certificate. Your email address is your personal email. It's going to be your user ID. Company name is optional. Country or region, obviously we're going to have to find South Africa here. And this, I'm not sure why they insist on collecting. This is a bit too personal for my liking, but it's compulsory, so you have to put it in. If you put in rubbish, they won't know. And that's it. Gave me another chance to add my coupon code. So click I have read the website terms and conditions and place your order. That's as far as I can go. You should receive an email at your Gmail or your personal email accounts. And if anybody is able to open it and share, would you be my guinea pig, please? Check your junk mail. Once you've ordered, you should have that. And that is going to take you on the next steps of registering. Who doesn't mind being a guinea pig?
I don't. I'm just waiting for this thing to hit my Nedbank email so I can share it.
Oh, okay. Samuel, are you able to?
Yes, I can share.
Okay, so show everybody the email, please.
Can you see it?
Not yet.
Okay, I don't have a share option here.
Oh, maybe
Yeah,
that's me.
It's grayed out
Did
here.
oh gosh, okay, let me
Yeah,
have
we
a look
can't
here.
share.
Let me just send it to your email address. I'll just forward the email I got.
Okay. Oh, I don't know what that means. Okay, so let me pick that up.
Just looking for your email address in the chat.
Veronica@modelwaresystems.com.
Okay.
Junk. No, I didn't get it in junk.
I just sent it.
I've sent mine, Veronica.
Okay, thank you. Still waiting. Ah, got it. Thanks, Sita. All right. Let me just move this across to I hope this is recording the right screen. It says you have been enrolled in CDMP. and that's your username. And now what you need to do is copy your username, and then you have to click on set up a password, and then log in. So set up your password and make sure you remember your password, because sometimes they're a bit slow. If you forget your password, this remember password is not always as effective as we would hope it to be. Okay, so set up a password gets you to this screen. Put your username in, your new password, and re-enter password. And then you can log on. Let me just, oopsies, where did I put that email? Here we go. And log on to Certified Data Management Professionals, and then I can log on for you. So mine, I didn't heed my own advice, and I made it my work email. Hey, why is it not working? There we go. Log in. And that's where it takes you. So you could, this also is a tricky site to these are my exams that I seem to have available. Modeling and design, I still want to rewrite. There's the practice exam, and there's they gave me a rewrite as ESL, interestingly enough. So I've done this exam, so it shouldn't let me do anything. So if you clicked on your tile, it won't start your exam. Tells you the certification passes. DMF passed at the master level. I don't know what this is meaning. There's the practice exam. You practice Analytic. You need to do this. Practice your Analytic.
Veronica, will we get access to that Analytic exam? I see we don't have.
Yes. Oh, that practice exam is going to pop up later.
Okay.
And sometimes it takes a bit of time. So using the online proctor, what do I need to prepare? It's going to do, first of all, it does a verification system before your exam, where you have to do a photo ID and your pass your face, your photo ID, and the room scan. So let's just see if it'll do this for us. If it checks your system and that you don't have the Analytic, Analytic runs on a Chrome extension, it'll ask you to update that. So here, data collection, standard type of thing. Run my system check, and it says my system is ready. I've got the extension, I've got the right operating system, my network's good. This is what's allowed. Open book, notes, scratch paper allowed. So notes, they didn't say handwritten, but perhaps my notes are fine. I've been trying to establish with them whether printed out summary is fine, but I haven't got a definitive reply. This is what you're not allowed. Headphones, hats are not allowed, but for Muslim ladies, I've got verification that they can wear a hijab. And that's what you need to do. Begin authorization. Let me just put this on there where you can see. It's detected I've got multiple monitors. I'd have to disconnect one to continue. And I'm on the wrong screen for recording. I hope I've recorded this properly by putting us on the right screen. So if I did, let me just move myself right over here, then I can take my screen out. Let me take my screen out. Here we go. And then I say, I understand. Analytic wants to use your camera, so we can
Veronica, you
allow.
need to share again.
Oh, sorry. Goodness.
Thank
Oh,
you.
device in use. Sorry, it may be difficult for me to do this authentication. But what it's going to do is it will make it up in the corner. It opens a little box where you put your face in, and then take a picture, and then it opens another box where you have to show your ID, so that that when they review, they match your face and your ID. Analytic doesn't do it automatically. It takes a person to review afterwards. And then the room scan. And the room scan is very important, that you slowly take a video of your room showing your other computer, if that's what you've got, with your DMBOK over it. You must show that you switch your phone off and you pack it away. That's got to see that you've packed your phone away. The floor, the ceiling, the walls. Show that you can't show them too much. And then it'll say, is your video all right? Yes, it is. And then the exam, then you start the exam. So you can't start the exam by accident. It's not possible to start the exam by accident. Let me just go back to my course. And so you run through all of that. They're starting your exam, and then after the exam. I want to get to the practice exam to have a quick look at that, if I can find it. That's the Data Management Fundamentals Practice exam. It will be added to your exams. It just sometimes takes a bit longer. So this, you can see, it's different to our Canvas now, your practice exam. It's on a platform called D2L. It's got 40 questions. It comes from a bank that they say is about 200. We think it's more like about 150 questions. It doesn't cover all the knowledge areas. So it's not the only, it shouldn't be the only practice exam you use, which is why we've given you so many others. And then access the practice exam here. Okay, now you see quiz instructions, start quiz. And this is the way the setup looks different. It's got your pages here. The timer remains at the top. And same five options. If we answer one, it will make that one ticked off, but we don't have a flag. So you need to have a piece of paper to write down the ones you want to come back to. Don't leave them unanswered, because people say, oh, well, what if I just leave them unanswered, come back to them? What if you run out of time? You've got that 1 in 5 chance of having been right if you've guessed. And sometimes you want to come back to it to check. You're almost sure you got the right answer, but like with those metadata types. So we've got time. Let's do it. Question 1. Which of the following statements, or maybe I should stop the recording. Shall I stop the recording?
No, let it record.
Okay.
Oh, but it's going to be too long to upload.
Shouldn't be. Let's go through it quickly. I can always edit it. Okay, question 1. Which of the following statements regarding a value domain is false? Please shout out the answers. And you can see some of them are completely wrong, so you can disregard that one. Anyone?
I don't know the answer.
A value domain was defined as the set of permissible values by which a data element can be implemented. It's tricky because it's a set of allowed values for a given code set. It's allowed values, but code set. Value domains are defined by external standards. That's not always the case. conforming value domains across the organization facilitates data quality. That might not be right. More than one set of reference data value domains may refer to the same conceptual domain. That also doesn't make much sense. Question 2. Which of the following statements is true? We haven't done master data yet. That's our next stop.
Is it the first one?
I think it is. Master data management requires techniques for splitting or merging an instance of a business entity. Reference data and master data is not the same activities. Reference data doesn't involve identifying the best or golden. Master data approved coded values, that would be reference data, and that's also nonsense. Okay, what's the common motivation for master and reference data management?
I'd say business intelligence and data warehousing.
Maybe. Anybody else?
Last one.
Last one.
Yeah,
Last
last
one.
one.
The last one, data quality, improving data quality with your critical data elements. Master data management. Oh, and you see, we've got them coming together. Master data, master data, master data. They're supposed to come together, your knowledge area questions. It's not synonymous with reference. It's not time consuming with a questionable impacts. And ensures coded values? No. Controls the definition of business entities. Allows applications to define business entities as needed and manages mappings with common data in a central location.
Yes.
Okay, let's leave it at that. Okay. A strong argument for pursuing a reference data and or master data management initiative is job security for the data people.
Is it the second one?
Let's take the second
Yeah.
one. Then we go next page. You can still navigate backwards and forwards. You can click on these and it hyperlinks back to the question. A data
So
quality.
each page is grouped. Sorry.
Each question's got a hyperlink.
Each page is grouped as a group topic.
And not necessarily, but it seems to be here. Because remember, we've got 11 questions that should come from data quality. 10 questions from master data, which looks like we got them. A data quality program, half.
The third one?
The third one. The data most critical. Of course it is. Which of these statements is true?
First one.
Yeah, it's a continuous process. So some of them are pretty easy. Which of these is a key process in defining data quality business rules?
Second last.
Separating data that doesn't
fourth
mean
one.
Yeah.
Fourth.
The data quality management cycle has 4 stages. Plan, monitor, and act. What's the other one? That was the DMBOK 1 question. Remember I showed you?
Deploy.
Deploy.
It's like, yeah.
So you just learned that one. Which of these is not an expected role of a data quality oversight board? Now I think oversight board, we've got the people that aren't actually doing the work, they're just overseeing the work. What do we expect them to be not doing?
Data profiling and analysis.
Yeah. Next page. And this is also a DMBOK 1 question. Non-value added information is often not removed because
We might need the information at a later stage.
It's one.
I would say that, but it's actually this one. So you got to learn that answer. Question 12. Which of the following are primary deliverables of proper documents and record management that we're doing tomorrow? Records managers? Second.
Second one.
Which statement best describes the relationship between documents and records? We're doing that tomorrow as well.
Fourth one.
Records are a subset of documents, absolutely. An umbrella term for any classification or controlled vocabulary is called
Taxonomy.
taxonomy. Which of these describes activities in the document record management life cycle?
The fourth one?
Fourth one, yeah. The most comprehensive one. What organization structure should set the overall direction for data governance?
Data governance office.
The committee.
First one.
Steering committee.
The first one.
Steering committee. They're setting the overall direction, they're steering. How do data management professionals maintain commitment of key stakeholders to the data management initiative? Third, communication. Which of these is not a standard motivation for data governance?
First one.
Second one.
No,
Installing.
the last.
Installing and
Company.
That's
that's
the
React,
second one.
it's the second one. We don't need governance for installing an application. Which of these does not?
We can't hear you, Veronica.
Oh, sorry. Am I quiet? Which of
I
these
can hear you.
No,
does
we can
not
find.
does not characterize an effective
Really?
data steward?
Yeah, we can hear her.
Okay,
Yeah,
let
yeah.
me
First
come
one.
back.
The first
Yeah.
one, yes.
First one.
Yes. The information management cycle, the data governance activity, define the data governance framework is considered which life cycle stage?
It's the planning.
Planning, yes. Okay, see, we are halfway. In the conceptual data model, an instantiation of a particular business entity is described as, this is badly worded.
Is it a record?
Conceptual data model, an instantiation of a particular,
They're not entity.
yeah.
Entity occurrence.
It's not a nice question, because we would call an entity and then an entity instance. Anyway, components of logical data models include
All.
All.
what are relationship labels?
The first, the
First one.
verb.
First one.
In a recursive relationship, remember that one with the employee and manager? None?
Third one.
It's the third one. We have to have that foreign
Oh.
key.
Mm.
The highest level of the data, remember we had that foreign key that was manager ID. The highest level of the data model types is
Conceptual.
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 A business perspective product in the metadata repository is
The data glossary.
yes. Whenever they use that word glossary, it's the business glossary. Sometimes they call it data glossary. which is confusing, but glossary is the business one.
Can you
Dictionary
guys hear
is the
Veronica?
Technical.
technical. Is somebody else not hearing me?
Hear you.
I think you're quite audible.
Oh, okay, thanks. What type of metadata provides developers and administrators with knowledge and information about systems?
Technical.
Technical
Ooh,
operations.
but look at this. We don't have. Ooh, you see, that's one of those. Let me just check if I've written that one down.
Mm.
That was the.
Shouldn't say operational. It should
Yeah,
say-
because remember,
Mm.
it's a DMBAC one. Yeah, technical operational. It's a DMBAC one. I've got it on page 305. The library of information about our data, our metadata, is built so that
All of these.
yes, the number of artifacts that must be searched in the metadata repository for all business change projects are. This is a dumb question. That must means every time we do any business change, we've got to do this.
Second one.
No.
Yeah, there's no mandatory number. What would you not expect to find in the metadata repository?
Requirements.
Mm.
We might.
Is it
Lineage
not
diagrams,
model?
we would.
Data model.
Dictionary.
Storage device.
Yes.
Oh yes, storage.
Trick question. Next page.
So, Veronica,
back?
that
It's
last
summary.
question, yes, please. So are we saying if you had to go through the repository, does it not show which storage that specific data is at? Is that not what the question means?
Yeah.
Because I mean, if you're looking at a metadata repository, it should show you where that data is stored as well.
You probably should say names of storage devices, storage device names. But I think what they're
Yeah.
mentioning here is, describes.
The actual, okay.
Yeah. But everything else, definitely we find in a metadata repository. Okay, a RACI matrix is a useful tool to support the whats in an outsourced arrangement.
SLA.
Yes, SLA service level agreement. But RACI is
But is it not
responsible,
segregation?
accountable
Yeah.
duties.
Oh, maybe
Yeah,
no.
it's
Duty.
who is doing what.
Yeah, segregation of
It's what's responsible, accountable, consulted, and informed. What is the role of Data Governance Council in defining an information security policy?
Three.
3, review and approve. Which of these statements best defines data security management? We're doing that tomorrow as well. That's quite a bit of reading here.
Second one.
Yes. Proper authentication, authorization, access, and auditing. Stakeholders whose concerns must be addressed in data security management include. Read them carefully.
All.
All
Read them carefully.
clients.
First one.
I'd say first.
Yeah, because that's
So which ones
Regulators.
wouldn't be included?
Regulators. Media.
Because they're all stakeholders, aren't they?
Well, we probably wouldn't have their data to secure the media or external standards organizations, but these are the important ones. And internal audits and risk committees. When outsourcing information management functions, organizations can there's something that can be delegated and there's something that can't.
Last one.
The last one. You can delegate responsibility to do something, but accountability may not be delegated. Which of the following is not a good example of BI? And when they have not questions, they should have not in capital letters. Those are the ones you've got to find the one that doesn't fit.
Is it the first one?
Yeah, the first one's got nothing to do with decisions. Look at that, we're halfway through the time, and yet we've got 3 questions to go. So it doesn't take that long.
It's a team effort, Veronica. It's
That's
different when you're
true.
sitting here alone.
On your own. This was a DMBOK 1 question. Remember, DMBOK 1 was published in 2010. So a comparatively new architectural approach is now 15 years old, where volatile data is provisioned in a data warehouse structure to provide transactional systems with a combination of historical and near real-time data to meet customer needs. This is a definition of, and if I didn't know what was in the DMBOK 1, I would probably have said operational data store, but it's not.
Is it online transactional processing system?
No,
Active data warehouse.
it's active. How did you know that?
I took a guess.
Okay. Right. So that's one of those ones that may come up and you've just got to learn it. When performing an evaluation of analytic applications, which of the following questions is least relevant to identify the level of effort needed? And these are actual exam questions. If they come up, they'll come up looking exactly like this. And at least 5 of them will come up.
The third one.
How much do the canned processes in the tool match our business? If they don't, then we're going to have some effort.
Oh, yeah.
The standard source systems?
Hmm?
No.
Well,
Because cost is important.
Cost is important, but look at the question. Identify the level of effort.
Okay. A.
Yes.
That's not effort.
That's pain, not effort. In its broadest context, the data warehouse includes definitely not the last one.
The third one?
The third one, ETL logic and cleaning routines.
Either in mono Kimball approach. Now we're just going for everyone.
Okay, let's take a pick because we'll get the right answer. Pick. Of possible relationships or show data patterns in an exploratory fashion where you do not necessarily have a specific question to ask. What kind of data tool would you use to identify patterns of data using various algorithms?
ETL jobs
We don't
or
have
data mining.
Data mining. Okay, so we've done 40 questions. We're not going over any because we haven't written down any numbers. So is everyone happy to submit?
Yes.
And then it gives you an option to say, are you sure? Submit quiz. Your work has been submitted. And we got 37.
Yay.
Oh, so look here, it shows us just the wrong ones. Value domain, what? Oh gosh, look at this. I did not even read it properly, which is false. Just be careful. Value domains are defined by external standards organization. Don't get caught with this. In fact, if you find one of those questions where it says not or false, write down the number so that you can come back and make sure you're right. Master data management controls the definition of business entities. And in broadest context, the data warehouse contains any data stores or extracts used to support the delivery for BI purposes. And that's how you get it. But when you do your exam, it's not going to give you the right answers. This practice exam you can do as many times as you like.
Veronica, sure. I think my mind is just going wild with data stores and data warehouse. So a data warehouse can house data stores.
Yes, we're going to do data warehousing after lunch. So
Okay.
don't worry, we'll cover it.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
All right,
Thanks,
so
Veronica.
it's almost
I'll
12.
I'll take
Shall we
my
do-
exam as a team effort. Shall we plan for Friday?
Good idea.